Well, hi, everybody. Good Wednesday morning to meteorologist Travis Kleneski here as we start you off early on this Wednesday. It's a beautiful morning, lots of sun. There is some fog over southeast Nebraska, and we've had some scattered showers over the southwest part of the state. I real quick want to show you the live radar shot here. You can see some of those scattered showers in southwest Nebraska. So we're going to keep an eye on those here as there's some heavier rainfall around just west of McCook as of the time I'm recording this at least here. Could see a few of those scattered showers. We're going to see an increase in clouds today. Along with that, you notice northerly winds to start. We have a frontal boundary basically sitting right about here. It was kind of a cold front that's become stationary. It's going to lift back to the north as a warm front today. And so I'll erase that off there, and once I get that erased off of there, hopefully, it's not going to let me. There we go. So I erase that off there. Let's put this into motion and see how things play out. Let's go through the day today. So increasing cloud cover. Watch as our winds take a southeasterly turn, and they start to bring in warm, moist air back into the area. So while it's cool and dry this morning, that southeasterly wind is going to bring in higher dew points later on today. So that warm front will be up across northern Nebraska later this afternoon. Could feature a few showers there. Otherwise, can't rule out some isolated activity pretty much anywhere. Even out here, isolated thunderstorms not out of the question, but your best chance is going to be right in here. In western portions of the local 4 viewing area and into the panhandle of Nebraska. Now, initially, late this afternoon into the early evening, we could see some individual supercell thunderstorms. Really late afternoon, early evening. Individual supercells give you more favorability for all modes of severe thunderstorms, not just damaging wind gusts, but perhaps some very large hail and some isolated tornadoes. Now, if we're looking at the environment during this time frame, your highest chance is going to be over southwest Nebraska during the early evening hours of seeing, again, not just the damaging wind gusts, but perhaps some hail, possibly as large as baseball-sized hail, and even a couple of tornadoes can't be ruled out in these locations here. But what's going to happen as the evening progresses, we're going to see this eventually merge into a line or a complex of storms as they push eastward. So this will transition us more from a hail and isolated tornado threat to more of a damaging wind gust threat. Now, we could already be seeing some very strong wind gusts with some of the strongest storms, but then becoming more of just a damaging wind gust threat as the night progresses. So and one thing I'll mention here, I'll back this up to 8 o'clock here actually. We may see some isolated activity even in the Tri-Cities area. A strong to severe thunderstorm cannot be ruled out at that time, but the chances become greater around and after sunset. And again, we see this line push through, and especially if we see any kind of, and I'll draw it in here, if you see any kind of bowing like that there, or think of like an archer's bow, a bow and arrow. You get that little bowing effect. You see something like that, and that is a key indicator of very strong wind gusts, especially around the tip of that bow right there. So we are definitely going to have to watch for that threat of damaging wind gusts during the evening and overnight hours. And for some of you, this could be a late night event, especially for folks in eastern Nebraska after we go to bed as these continue to push eastward. Now, behind that main line, we could still see redeveloping thunderstorms and possibly severe weather on the backside of those first storms as well. This could also lead to training of thunderstorms. Training means storms moving over the same area over and over again. That leads to potential flash flooding with this heavy rainfall. So we're going to have to watch all of that as well. That pushes eastward during the late night hours. Still possibly some severe weather during the late night. By tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock in the morning here, our threat for severe weather does go down. Maybe still a few lingering showers and isolated thunderstorms. We may still see some showers during the day tomorrow, and potentially even some stronger storms in southeast Nebraska, otherwise partly sunny skies. North winds are going to be a bit on the brisk side tomorrow, drawing in cooler air during the day. It's going to be a noticeably cooler day on your Thursday. So, on to our severe weather. This has changed since yesterday. We have now seen an upgrade to a moderate risk of severe weather. Now notice, everybody has some sort of risk of severe weather in the local 4 viewing area. Even you folks up north have a chance of some strong to severe thunderstorms, a slight risk up there, a marginal risk in the far northeast. Then there's that orange enhanced risk area covering a large part of the area. But that highest threat, that's a moderate level 4 out of 5 risk of severe weather in that red shade there from the Tri-Cities to the west and to the southwest. And that's going to come starting initially in southwest Nebraska, then push eastward during the evening and overnight hours here. What kind of threats are we talking about? Well, first off, the initial threats, all modes of severe weather are not out of the question. Baseball-sized hail is possible. That's 2.75 inches is baseball-sized hail. So we can't rule out some of that. A few tornadoes are going to be possible, especially in supercell thunderstorms. And even some strong wind gusts up around 70 miles per hour, some of those supercell thunderstorms. But then eventually, the biggest threat overnight becomes damaging wind gusts of 75 miles per hour, perhaps greater. That's enough to do some significant damage, not just to trees, but power lines, possibly some infrastructure. Buildings can take damage when it comes to that. So one thing I want to let you know right now is if you have severe thunderstorm warnings but not tornado warnings, treat them like tornado warnings tonight. Because seek shelter in a basement or the lowest level of your home, because you could still have damage to your home with winds that are 75, 80 miles per hour, maybe higher. You never know. So treat them like tornado warnings tonight. We'll talk more about the warnings here in just a little bit. Tomorrow's threat's much lower. It's a small chance. It's a marginal low-end threat of some severe thunderstorms over southeast portions of Nebraska, but can't be completely ruled out, mainly for wind and hail. The much higher threat's going to be well to our southeast. Now, as of right now, the only flood concerns as of this point, there's a flash flood watch out in northeast Kansas until 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. But other areas, I think we could see some flash flood warnings overnight tonight for some areas, especially like I mentioned, that training of thunderstorms moving over the same areas over and over again could potentially lead to some flash flooding. A widespread 1 to 3 inches of rain is expected overnight tonight, so a lot of places are going to get rain tonight, but some may get a little too much rain. Well, on to high temperatures for today. Low to mid 80s for many of us, maybe some upper 80s in the southeast. Farther north and west, maybe some cooler 70s. A lot of it may depend on how far north that front gets, that warm front as it lifts northward, plus how thick the clouds are later on today here. So we're going to do a lot of our warming this morning, but cloud cover thickening up this afternoon. Overnight tonight, temperatures in the 40s, 50s, 60s for overnight lows. Highs tomorrow, much cooler, especially up north, 50s, 60s. Some 70s in the southeast. A lot of that may depend on sunshine, but cool temperatures except for your Thursday. Get used to it. That's what's in our forecast for the long range here. Tomorrow night, look at that. Upper 30s and 40s for overnight lows heading into your Friday morning. It's going to be a bit chilly out there. Definitely a change from what we've been seeing recently. Your Friday is going to be a cool day, a high in the upper 50s up northeast, 60s for most of us, maybe some low 70s out west. So a cool stretch of weather ahead of us here as we look at the extended forecast here. Thursday is still a slight chance of rain during the day. Most of the rain's going to fall before sunrise. A little on the windy side. Winds could get up there around 20, 25 miles per hour out of the north. Friday should be a decent day, but a cool day out there. And of course, we have the colder night, Thursday night, and again Friday night. Saturday, a slight chance of rain returns to the area, but the chances pick up Saturday night, and then a very widespread chance of rain and some thunderstorms for Sunday through Monday. The biggest concern during that time is going to be localized flooding. We could see a lot of rainfall Sunday and Monday, almost pretty much a washout. Some showers may even linger into Tuesday. So during that entire time frame, Saturday through Tuesday, another 2 to 5 inches of rain is going to be possible here. So overall, over the next week, we could be looking at a widespread 3 to 7 inches of rain for a large part of the Local 4 viewing area. So flooding concerns are there, not just tonight, but more flooding concerns down the road. Here's a quick look at the upcoming holiday weekend. There is Saturday, it is Sunday night. Sunday night's probably the time frame where we see the heaviest rainfall. Some of that continues into Monday, and then I'll wrap this up at Tuesday at noon, where it could still potentially be raining on Tuesday as well. There's the GFS forecast model starting Saturday at noon, and again, chances really picking up Sunday night, and then into Monday, still more rain falling here. Some of that might even linger into the day on Tuesday. So again, very wet weather and cool weather expected. Some severe weather possible, but I don't think that's a major concern this weekend because of the cooler nature of the air. It's not as unstable as what you'd see with a warm day like today, a warm, moist air today. So we got a cool stretch of weather ahead of us here through the upcoming holiday weekend. It looks like as we get towards the end of next week, temperatures will start to warm back up closer to average. One final thing I want to show you real quick here, and you can pull out your phone and you get the photo app out and you point it at the screen here, and it's going to take you to the App Store for either iPhone or Android here. This is the QR code for that. That takes you to our Local 4 weather app. What I'm going to say right now is have multiple ways of getting warning notifications, especially when you're in bed at night. But have multiple ways of getting warning notifications. The one way, Local 4 weather app. It's free for you right there if you have a smartphone. Another way, a NOAA All Hazards Weather Radio. That's going to go off when your area is under a severe thunderstorm warning or tornado warning. And like I said before, and I'll say it again, treat severe thunderstorm warnings tonight like they're tornado warnings, and seek shelter in the lowest level of your home, interior, away from windows, because window damage is a possibility. And along with that, small rooms are always a good idea as well. Treat severe thunderstorm warnings like tornado warnings. And I'm not saying that we may not get tornado warnings, because that's also a potential. Especially, I think the best chance for tornadoes would be in southwest portions of Nebraska, but can't rule them out here, even in the Tri-Cities area. So I've pretty much covered everything I need to cover here. I want to thank you for watching. I'll be posting more updates on social media throughout the day if there are changes to this map right here. Another update set to come out here about 8 o'clock this morning, unless there was already one that was put out here. No, not yet. So another update set to come out at 8 o'clock this morning, then at 11:30 this morning, one more at 3 o'clock this afternoon. I'll leave that for the afternoon crew. I think Kit will be working here in studio, and Tim will be out in Storm Chaser, Storm Chaser 4 this afternoon and this evening. I think he's traveling west first, and then he'll come east with the storms as they push eastward tonight here. Then I'll be in very early tomorrow morning to cover all of the latest, because there may still be severe weather ongoing at 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning here. So again, I will post the updates to this map on social media as they come out today here, just so you're updated with the latest information. But right now, I don't think we'll see too many changes from what I've told you as of right now. Well, I do need to end it here, because I will be doing some live stuff for the Today Show here. Thank you for watching this morning. I appreciate it. I will talk to you all again on Thursday morning. Take care, and God bless. Bye.